Hello, friends, and welcome to the second part in our series on prayer reflections here at Holistic Gathering. Today, I am honored to welcome my friend and colleague, Regina Sewell, into this sacred space. Regina is a therapist, a healer, a teacher, and spiritual practitioner whose work invites people toward deeper connection with themselves, their communities, their ancestors, and the divine. As a practitioner of African spirituality, Regina brings forward a rich spiritual tradition rooted in remembrance, relationship, healing, and the sacred connection between the seen and the unseen. One of the gifts of prayer and spiritual practice is that it reminds us of God's presence and wisdom and how they are moving in ways far beyond what any of us can hold alone. So today, I invite you to open your heart, listen deeply, and receive the wisdom Regina has for us today.
Hello, my name is Regina Sewell. I'm a licensed mental health therapist, ritualist, and lifelong devotee of the art of soul and funk. My work and my life are rooted in healing, expression, story, and spirit, and I'm giving my insight on what prayer means to me. Prayer happens when I speak the names of my ancestors and remember that I'm part of a much larger story. Prayer happens when I move, when I dance, when I sing, when I write, when I sit quietly and listen for what Spirit is trying to teach me. During this moment in time when there are many forces seeking to diminish our stories, question our humanity, suppress our voices, and disconnect us from the wisdom of our ancestors, prayer reminds me that our voices have always carried us forward. Our songs, our dances, our rituals, our stories, our faiths, and our ways of knowing have carried us forward. More than 20 years ago, during my baptism, I declared the more of Spirit, that I wanted the more of God, and I wanted to know myself more deeply, outside of the expectations of others, of the roles and responsibilities. And the person I hoped to become all those years ago is here now and is still emerging as I write, as I speak, and as I dance. That practice of listening, of remembering, and declaring who and whose I am grounds me and connects me to my community and to a greater love forward. So I invite you now to take a moment today to become still and speak the name of an ancestor, an elder, a loved one, or simply really speak your own name and declare it aloud with care. And ask, what is Spirit inviting me to remember? Who am I becoming? Then listen with your heart, your body, and your spirit. May you be guided by the wisdom that lives within you, the love that surrounds you, and the ancestors and communities that have carried you this far. Ashe, Aibobo, and so it is.
Regina, thank you so much for your affirming reflection on prayer. I felt held. I felt a sense of peace and healing at your words. And I also appreciate your invitation for us to speak their names, to speak the names of our ancestors. And not only that, but to speak our own names in prayer. I think sometimes we forget that prayer is not just for the other, but prayer is also for us. We are empowered to speak life over ourselves. And so, for those of you who found these words to be enlightening, affirming, or healing, please like, and please share and add a comment in the comment section and let Regina know how much you appreciate her. Until next time, be well, be whole, and I'll see you next week.